just kind of going back to the topic that nobody on the actual podcast is gonna know because we talked about it on the pre-show, like a thing where you just kind of start talking or thinking to yourself out loud. Does anybody else say that thing like you make a noise? It's almost like I'll do a weird thing. I'll make a noise like ugh or something, just like as an example.
Or
and I'll be like, I wonder if or like I'll be like, I wonder if it was loud enough for anybody to hear or something like that. And then subconsciously I'll just start going ugh. And then I'll realize I'm doing it out loud. And I'm like, there's probably someone watching me right now wondering why this dude's just wandering around going,
If someone was to be watching me walking around, they would see me talking to myself. Because you know that gif of that basketball player, he's on the bench and he's like,
yep.
I'm doing that to myself all the time. And I catch myself and I'm like, oh, fuck. Did anyone see me? Because I look, again, insane.
Oh yeah, I absolutely do that all the time. I'm really bad about as soon as I think I'm out of like visual range of people, I'll just be like, I'm just mumbling to myself, not even saying anything, just like, I gotta go and do this, and then I'll turn around, and someone's there, like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's always scary when I kind of get into that mindset in the bathroom because I'm like, oh wait, this is a very public space, a very intimate, private space, and I'm just like,
you guys mumble a lot in your daily lives, don't you?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. I never shut up. Whether either out loud or in my head or talking like this on a podcast, I'm just constantly fucking saying something to someone, even if it's more often not just myself.
I talk to myself from point A to point B when I'm going anywhere for work. Mm-hmm. I just sit there and jabber. I will carry on full-on conversations going down the interstate for 2 hours.
Remind me never to fucking live in a house with either of you, because holy shit, that would drive me fucking insane.
No, wait, no, hold on. I'm a respectful housemate.
Alright, fair enough. I can believe that. I don't believe Chris would.
No.
Oh, I'm absolutely the person over here like, oh, there's fucking shit on the ground, I gotta pick all this up.
It's actually, you know what's worse, actually, is my sister, what she'll do is she'll be, like, fully out loud, like someone's listening or gives a shit, be talking at like a loud volume as she's just walking around the house. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah.
But I do talk to myself a lot, like, oop, gotta take out the trash now.
Like, fully out loud, like, as you're, like, I'll hear her upstairs, like, yelling, pretty much, as she's just doing things, and then she'll come downstairs, and I'll hear she's continuing the conversation as she comes down, she'll get in the kitchen, she'll yell, fucking do whatever, she'll grab an avocado or whatever. These kids these days, you know.
Whatever kids
avocados.
are doing. Yeah. Grab an avocado.
And then she'll just keep talking and she'll go right back upstairs. And somehow nobody thinks she's fucking crazy.
What is she talking about?
Oh, I mean, she's like a Let's Player. She's commentating on her life.
What?
Yeah. It's crazy. And it drives me up the fucking wall. Because it's loud. She's, like a old school kind of like screamy PewDiePie type Let's Player, just yelling. It's awful.
I'll do the thing where I talk to objects, but I never just talk to myself all the time. Where it's like, if I bump into a wall, I'll say, fuck you. Like, I'll say fuck you to the wall. Or like, if I stub my toe, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna fucking nut on this table. That's more like an action, though. That's not me talking to it.
I don't ever talk to anyone but myself, or I guess other people too. But like,
don't talk to anybody.
I don't talk to other people. I'm just talking to myself right now, and y'all are listening.
Yeah. So if I was to walk into a wall, which I guess we do,
happens.
I'm just like, oh, you fucking idiot, walking into walls and shit. Or I'll just actually, hold on, that's a lie. It's not a lie. It's a mistake. I didn't mean to say that because it's not even ever true. I always laugh at myself, and I'm like, you fucking moron. So. But I didn't include the laughing. It was way more angry the first time.
You fucking idiot.
I'm so mean to myself all the time.
I can tell.
So anyway, welcome to the livest.
The most talkative.
Shut up. Let me do my fucking intro. Jesus.
That should be the fucking intro card to everything. The most talkative. Shut up.
It's like old Smosh videos.
Yeah.
Or maybe current. I haven't watched them in a long time.
Are they still alive?
Mm-hmm.
I think barely.
They went bankrupt, though.
No, because they had the company that owned them, like, went bankrupt, and then they're
I
like...
was watching Smosh in, like, 2011, so I have no idea.
Yeah, well, that's like the last time I watched them, too. Anyway, the livest podcast on the internet, not really, but kinda. This episode, jam full of big news. It's actually only 3 things, but, like, 2 of them are really long. and it's all about me, and so I'm gonna feel immensely guilty. But honestly, fuck it.
Terry's very long. Much like Maya's schlonger.
People who are long scare me.
Like as people?
Do you know
Does
what-
Chris scare you? Because
No,
Chris
no, no,
is tall
no,
and skinny, dude.
No.
I'm not
Okay, listen.
skinny.
Yeah, here's the difference. Tall people are fine. Long people are scary.
Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. Like
Yeah.
really tall, lanky people, like stick skinny.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Like, I know exactly what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
they're like
Slender
fucking Slenderman. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh. It's like, who was
Budgers.
did I talk about on the podcast or with somebody personally? Or like the girl I saw at the YMCA who looked like a spider.
Oh God, what are you talking about?
And she's so skinny, and he
Yeah.
could only see her at this one angle, and it looked like she was a spider.
She was a long kid. And it's even if I'm taller than them, if you're still long proportional to you, it's still good. And because at the YMCA, there's a window lit looking down to the pool. I don't know why. It's kind of weird because then you really can't, like, if in my case, my dad's doing something and I'm just standing there, resting or whatever. I'm just staring down at the pool, and it's kind of just creepy.
It's like
Anyway,
an aquarium.
so it looks right down over the water slide that's in there because it's a big ass room and big ass pool and all that. And so you'll see people, all these kids, they run up the stairs, they go down, they go woo, spin all the way down. And this one girl though, she was sitting so weird, and she was long. It was really gross. She's so skinny, and she had her feet pushed together, like the soles of both of her feet together, and so her knees were bent out, and like I don't remember where her arms were exactly, but like. And then she just kind of went down the slide like that and like didn't move or anything. And it was just so gross. It was like a spider. It was just like this big spider lady.
Like a spider being slushed down the shower.
Or something, yeah. It was just like, and I feel like she was kind of like, her torso was kind of curved. I might be making that up, but it was just like, good, why are you like this?
That does make me very uncomfortable. I've got a cousin that's like that. He's like 6'8" and 100 pounds.
Oh my God.
So that boy is
He's literally
like
hold on, I can do it. Let me do a quick portrait of your cousin. Hold on.
a good cousin.
Have I ever showed you my fucking pockets in this thing? Hold on.
No?
Like, look. Like
Oh my God.
I have a pocket sewn into the sweatshirt. It didn't come like this. I just knew I needed it so I could hold screwdrivers.
Exactly.
It is my very firm belief that every jacket should have inner pockets.
Goddamn right. Where else are you supposed to stick your pens, your pencils, and your screwdrivers?
Absolutely all winter I carry snacks in my jacket pockets, so I'll just be walking around at work and just reach in, pull out a peanut, and chunk it in my mouth. Like I don't just
Like a
fill my
loose
pockets
peanut?
full of peanuts, but I do have
Okay,
like a
it sounded
bag
like
of
you did
peanuts
that.
in there.
Okay, so like you just
wake up
put
in the
pockets in
morning.
your peanuts in your pocket.
I grab a jar of Planters, overturn it into my pocket. Like, ooh, that one's got a little lint on it. No, I feel like it's a like bag of peanuts or M&Ms, whatever. Just walk around, just popping them into my mouth. And people think I'm crazy for this reason.
That is crazy. I mean, they think that
I
because
know.
it is. Hold on, I'm doing a drawing. Hold on.
Terry's drawing my long cousin. And it has been a while since I've seen my long cousin, so he might not be as long as he was.
Oh, did he get chonkers? Did he get buff? Did he get
I don't know. I
swole?
haven't seen him in a while. It's been like 2 years. Because I go years at a time without seeing my family.
While he's drawing and while we're talking about relatives, I'm going to one of the most popular universities in Maine.
Also, the only university.
Yeah, it's like the easiest one to get into. And my orchestra teacher, she was talking to me, and I mentioned that I was going to that university. She was like, oh, what are you studying? And I was like, oh, engineering. She was like, if you meet a guy with the same last name as me, and he's David, and he looks exactly like me, pester the fuck out of him. So, long story short, I'm just gonna fucking, like, harass my orchestra teacher's younger brother, because he's going there for biomedical engineering.
Cool. Now back to Terry with my long cousin. Yeah, that's pretty much my long cousin.
That's just
it's
him.
very bright. Trying to.
I think one of the defining features about long people that freak me out personally is their very long arms.
Yeah, they're
Oh, sorry.
always long.
So,
Their
hold on.
wingspans
Let me
are
fix it
fucking
let me fix that real quick.
Of
You're right.
2 people.
Oh, yeah. Dude can reach down and itch the back of his knees. I'm gonna bend over.
Is that better?
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah, that's
There-
that's
there.
it.
It's
It's hard. It's very hard to see in the light, but there it is. So big big news, item number 1. We are now
Huge.
doing the show live at twitch.tv/GoBicker. And you don't even need to be at the $1 level because that's not how Twitch works. I think Maya, you've been talking about this for a little bit now. You're like, why don't we just do it on Twitch? And I'm like, well, because of Patreon. And it's like, well, you know what? That's kind of fucking stupid, though, because there's one person on the Patreon, and it's a friend of ours, so...
So welcome to...
Welcome. I should
to the
probably
Twitch
text my
community.
friends.
I would, but I don't have any friends. So, welcome, everyone, to the greatest.
And then, okay, but listen, you might be thinking to yourself, I'm just going to cut you off, because I've decided that whatever you were saying doesn't matter. I guess. I didn't mean...
All around me are...
You might be thinking to yourself, though, wow, that tour guy's an asshole. No, wait, hold on, moving on.
I'd love to pay $1 every week to see that.
Yeah, but you're like, oh, what about the Patreon then? What good is it? Well, you know what? Thank you for asking, because the Twitch VOD, once we're done here, it's gone. It's going into the Patreon. So it's actually not gone. So listen,
It's gone from
Uncle Joey
being free.
Yeah, so again, same thing though. Like if you missed the live stream and you're like, oh, beans, I really wanted to watch that. Well, then just go to Twitch or go to patreon.com/GoBicker at even the $1 level, and it'll just be sitting there. So
Waiting for you. It's
in
waiting
addition
for you.
to the last 20 episodes of pre and post shows and everything. So
The live stream is it's dressed scantily clad and it has a ribbon all over its private bits just for you to unwrap at the $1 level.
exactly,
It's long.
very long. Some episodes, yeah. Like if you're like, oh, it's like an hour and a half episode or something. It's like a 4-hour
probably took us 3
total
hours to
live stream.
record.
Yeah.
Because that's including the pre and post shows. Because we now
Yeah.
do that. Well, I mean, we've done it for a while.
We've done it for a
Yeah,
long
we
time,
just kind of
But-
our relaxation time. Also,
Yeah.
you get to fucking see all the shit we cut out, like bad jokes that we can't say, and
Well,
also
and sometimes just bad jokes, like
Yeah.
jokes that just
Bad-
don't
good.
They
land.
had terrible things that should never be aired.
No, not terrible. Like seriously, just like someone would be
they're
like,
just
"Eh?"
not good.
and then everyone's like, It's like, okay.
Polio.
And some conversations that just don't go anywhere. I don't know what you just said, and I don't want to. No, I do want to. What'd you say?
Polio.
Reference back to that polio.
My favorite clip.
That's probably one of my favorite
Polio.
bits. I don't know why.
For me, it's just because you were staring, like you weren't looking at anything in particular. You're just kind of polio.
Polio.
What was that in reference to? Like we said something and you were
Because
just
of
Kit and Terry were talking about polo shirts. And I'm an idiot. So my brain just says words sometimes. I'm a functioning adult. I had a real bad joke. I had another really bad joke before I derailed it. But never mind. I forgot it. So we're going to just hard cut.
I hate when you do that because then I have to edit to it because it's funny. It's like a visual joke that I have to do on our also audio podcast, and it's worth it, but it's more work, you know? As long as this isn't another 10-hour episode, that'll be fine, but
Well, I got work tomorrow, so boy, it ain't going to be.
I think I'm gonna
don't.
pull an all-nighter tonight.
Boy, how
Why?
I have a project due.
Oh, God, that's right. I forgot about that. We are ruining American
Listen,
youth.
it's fine. It's
Is it?
whatever. I did this to myself, so it's just punishment.
Now I feel guilty.
I've
though.
had
Yeah,
all
now I
year
do
to
feel
do
bad.
this. No, don't fucking. I just have to write 3 pages of stuff. That's fine.
Oh, is that it?
It's
oh.
it's nothing.
Oh well,
it's
yeah. Fuck
nothing.
Jesus Christ.
It's just
Yeah, no, it's not bad at
this
all.
good show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could shit out 3 pages. I mean, fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fucking
All
no
right.
big deal.
Hope you're not lying.
3 and maybe a half. I don't know. I have to write a half page on what did you know prior to learning about this subject. And I'm gonna write a fucking jack shit nothing, dude. I didn't know a
Nothing.
single goddamn thing.
And then the rest of the paragraph will just be going lol.
Oh,
And it's like, this girl's a fucking genius.
Put her in Harvard.
Just toss her in there. Just fucking yeet her at Harvard. Where is Harvard?
New York, Boston.
Chicago?
But I think it's in Boston because, or not Boston, but I think it's in Massachusetts because when we were down in Boston last weekend, we kept going on the train that was number 1, Harvard. So I don't know if it went to Harvard or if it was just
It is in
labeled Harvard.
Cambridge, Massachusetts.
So that bus did go to Harvard University. So if we didn't get off of it, we would have gone to Harvard. God, I could have gone to Harvard, dude. He froze.
Terry? Terry, bud?
No!
No!
Hey, Mom, can you bring me the food?
Since he's dead, let's eat. Let's feast upon his corpse. Maya's over there just eating a 4-course meal.
Eating chicken nuggets, thank you very much.
Wow. That's just grinded up chiclets.
Yeah. This episode brought to you by Fritos.
You better fucking not. You almost made me have a fucking stroke.
So I wanna go on a brief rant for a moment while you reconfigure that about the fact that yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was sitting there, it's like 6:30 a.m. watching the news. My mother made a cup of coffee, took 3 of the loudest slurps I have ever heard in my life, and then poured the rest of the coffee out.
But why? Like,
I don't know. They're just munching away. You're a terrible person. Terry's disappointed in you.
I'm always disappointed in just myself. As long as people don't fucking eat into the microphone, you're fine. Cause it's like you always know it's gross, right? I mean, like you see it, you see someone eating, you're like, ew. But
Please
you know what?
stop. Don't.
That's the worst problem with with that whole issue is that I'll see somebody eating and I can hear it and I'm like, gross. Like they could be I could
There you go.
there could be somebody eating something across a football field and I could be looking at them through binoculars and be like, I know what that sounds like and it's gross.
Stop!
Hey, yo, knock that shit off!
Hey, bud, put the nuggets down.
Yo, Bill, put the nuggets down.
I was even kind. I turned down my mic
Whoa.
intake so you couldn't even hear it on the recording. Well, I mean, if you listened hard enough, you probably could hear it at the beginning, but then I turned it down. Okay.
It's just a slow fade out of...
Oh, no, we're not even gonna pretend. Nope. No, thank you. Hard pass. Hard cut.
I'm not gonna lie, the one thing that has actually, out of all the stuff we've talked about, that has bothered me the most is the fact that I am now even more so sensitive to people making noise than I ever have been in my entire life.
I'm sorry about that, because yeah, it's the fucking worst.
Because before it bothered me, but it wasn't to a point to where, unless it was like excessive, it wasn't bad. But now it's like, I hear someone eating, I'm like, I'm gonna put a fork in your neck.
Yeah, it's like I literally can't function. It's
quiet.
Oh, fuck. It was a fucking joke I saw on TikTok where it was like, in this world, you either get pissed off or pissed on. So you better get angry or get kinky.
What if you're in a both? What if someone's very angry but also loves being treated, as that BDSM test said, as a urinal?
As a urinal.
I got it. You don't need to. I had to come.
As a urinal.
I knew the end of that sentence.
Not really.
But kinda.
But kinda.
But
you know what? You guys are making me second guess the thing I'm about to say.
No, say it.
It's not the next thing. It's the thing later. Second bit. I don't know where. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my computer crashed. I don't know how I'm editing this together, so I'm adding this in here just so I don't have to worry about trying to transition audio into other shit. We can just basically hard cut into this. So, second bit of big news, in addition to us being on twitch.tv/GoBicker, where you can see these people being fucking stupid live for free.
Every day of my life. No money required.
Second bit of big news. Recently, as you recall, lost the ability to cry. Got it back. Very often before. I love this. So yeah, before very much wanted to, just couldn't, or so I thought, right? So last week. Oh wait, what is it today? It was a week ago today, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. A week ago today, me and Maya were hanging out, we were chatting about shit, and not doing well in my little head there. And we're just it was one of the things we were talking about for a little bit. And Maya, you were being really supportive and all that. And so, this is so good. And so she was saying all these really, really nice things about me, and I started crying just right there. And we had video on and everything, and I was like, God damn it.
I saw Terry cry twice.
Well,
Twice.
Whoa, spoilers. Hold on.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like,
Honk your
so I'm
brakes.
curious, Maya, from your perspective, what was going on there?
I don't know. I felt. Here's the thing.
Terry.
I have no problem with people crying. I always feel bad because not only because they're crying, but also because I don't know how to deal with awkward situations. So I laugh, and I was basically laughing at Terry while he was crying.
It was. In your defense, you weren't like, it wasn't like you were pointing and laughing. You were just.
Yeah, no. It's just like,
just
I don't know
sitting
what to do.
Yeah, no, you were right.
Oh no.
But yeah, no, and it wasn't like full on sobbing or anything either. But yeah, like,
No.
red face, shaky voice, tears, obviously. I'm like, I was mad, not mad. I was just like, God damn it, because like. It was
Mad
one of those
crying.
things too. I wasn't mad. It was kind of therapeutic, but I was like, God damn, I hadn't cried in front of a person since I was probably a toddler, elementary school at least. I don't know. Like, it's been a long fucking time. And then all of a sudden here I am, some fucking random Wednesday night, and I'm like, and then but it was fine for a little while, and then I don't remember even exactly how it came up. Not that it matters really, but I remember this picture that I'd seen at one point. And sorry, hold on, real quick. I was telling a friend of mine about me crying, like I think it was the next day, and just even retelling the things that were said, I almost started crying again. Like,
God, what did you say?
I don't even, like I think I've blocked it from my memory now. I remember the sentiment. I just don't know the words anymore because I'm just like, if I think about it, I'll fucking cry. So I'm not doing that. It was like, I think it was the exact things I needed to hear at that moment. And I if we can figure out how to like hone that in, and you could like teach people that, how much money we could fucking make.
Shit.
We'll have infinite tears.
Oh my god. So yeah, remember a little while later, remember this picture that I'd saved at one point and I hadn't looked at it in a while, and it didn't really affect me before, but then like I decided for whatever reason to read it out loud, and I started crying again.
Aww.
Fuck.
The tears have returned.
Yeah. Oh. I'll get into that.
Rejoice.
Yeah, because I thought I was done crying. I thought like, all right, there was a one-time anomaly. It was a really weird situation. I'm done. Nope, did it again. But what's fun about being able to cry is now I almost cry in public constantly. Like today. Okay, so this has a sort of positive twist. I don't remember where it's going, but I did write that. Earlier today in one of my classes, I wrote this a little while ago. Why don't I remember what I wrote? Anyway, earlier today in one of my classes, I was thinking about all the shit I said in this show. All the dark, horrible things about how I'm unworthy of love or just basic human kindness, how I can view myself. Oh yeah, this is not therapy, by the way. I'm a failure and all this other, all the other shit I've said about myself over the past few months or whatever.
Wonderful things.
Oh yeah, really yeah, I'm so kind to myself. And then the thing that was really bugging me today was that I was thinking about the fact that like it's been so long that I don't remember what it's like before it. Cause like I know there was a time I know this has been like a a decade long ish thing, but like I don't remember what it was like before that. And it was just kind of like, Jesus fuck. And yeah, so all that sitting in class, I was waiting for my turn to present this little project we had to do, and I was like, oh my god, and I could, same thing. I could kind of feel things coming, and again, luckily, I was able to hold it back. But Jesus fuck, and like, oh yeah, last night I was watching the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who because I like to go back and watch it once in a while. It's a good episode, and yeah, same deal though. Like, I got to certain points, and I was like,
There are a lot of teary moments during that episode.
yeah. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Can't even watch fucking TV anymore. And but that, for the most part, that's really about as far as things have gone. It's happened a few times where, I'll just I was writing something else that that's a whole other thing that I'm not gonna get into. And at one point, I had to stop, and I just had my head down, and a couple of tears came down, and that was cool too. And I think what I still really need, so I'm not constantly sort of crying, because that's what the last week has been. It's been me constantly on the verge, but never quite getting there because I'm still holding it all back. What I really need is have a big old PHAT fat cry, and I haven't done it yet, and
We'll get you there.
I haven't unlocked that ability. That's it's like a skill I haven't reached
pay
yet.
to access it.
Yeah, it's behind a paywall, and that paywall's I'm probably a fucking therapist. I don't know, but yeah. I probably almost this is true. I probably almost cry at least once every hour now, where I'm like, oop, whoop,
Okay.
whoop, up. Nope, I'm good. and it's great. I love it.
You're a real sad boy. Anyone
Well,
ever
yeah,
told
that's
you that?
yeah. Oh God, I think that's what's frustrating about it right now. Is that like again, I need to just get the big cry out and just
Get
like,
it out of the way.
Cause yeah, I did it. I had one a couple months ago, and it was sort of helpful, not really, but kind of.
You need that one. Oh, yeah. You need that one where you're just sitting in the bottom of the shower, just
Right. Yeah. Just something that
bonkers.
because the time a few months ago I was crying about something very specific, and so I think that's why it didn't help as like a general thing. But if I can like be feeling all of my general horror feelings, maybe then it'll feel more betterer when I'm done. Has yet to happen. Hopefully it will one of these weeks, one of these months,
One of
these
these
years.
days.
But
I hope you cry.
I hope I do too. Ooh! I forgot to write this down. Do you want something really TMI?
Sure.
Is it like sad TMI or is it like
It's
kind of gross
pathetic.
TMI?
It's really pathetic.
Oh,
I don't know if it's sad. It might not. I think it's really. It might not be as. It's. I don't know. It's pretty pathetic. It's sad. Not like. Oh, sad. It's just like, oh God, sad. You know.
okay.
So I was visiting the website of this organization. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Pornhub. I don't.
oh yeah, I've heard of it.
I don't. Yeah.
Well, 5-on-1.
They're pretty small time. So like, quick summary for those who don't know. Users can go and they can submit videos and pictures and shit of themselves doing sex and stuff. And,
Really?
Yeah, and
What a
people can
wonderful-
watch it, and it's like it's free.
What?
Yeah, it's a really
It's
good
free?
deal. Yeah, it's like
You don't even gotta go to a Patreon?
no, it's like going to twitch.tv/GoBicker and watching live, like so many of you are doing right now. Wink, wink. Don't want to miss out.
No.
So, I think it was. Okay, it doesn't matter. It was a few days ago. I was visiting their internet website.
Their internet website, as opposed to having it mailed to you.
Yeah,
They're mailing website.
And,
not
you know,
here.
like on the front page, there's like recommended or something like that. You know, or I don't know if it's like a recommended or a trending, but either way, there's like videos when you first go onto the website, and there was one called something along the lines of encouraging JOI with aftercare, and I was like, what the fuck do any of those words mean relative to internet pornography? I had no idea.
I know what those mean.
Do you?
Unfortunately, I do
You do?
too.
I do
I'm a
now.
little bit ashamed to know exactly what that means.
I do now, but I didn't know that. I'm like, JOI, what the fuck? Joy? What does that mean? And I figured it out. Cause yeah, the person, babe, right? You know, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
Not gonna have just some random Johnny in there.
right, exactly. And yeah, and I was bored anyway, so I'm like, let's discover some new things. Why don't we? Instead of going to the same thing where
Let's
I'm like,
find a new kink.
what I normally do, I'm like, all right, because I'll just go to Reddit because like I have a very nice curated thing. But if I'm like, I want a video right now, I don't feel like scrolling through shit. I'll go to Pornhub.
The website.
And so like normally when I'll go there, I'm like, all right, let's find some massage video because they're always just the best. They got higher quality, better lighting, better sound, better camera work.
Why is that?
I don't know. They're just better, and so that's that's my go-to. But this time I bored. I'll experiment, and it's this really
Midgets.
really nice person. She was giving instructions of how to joik it, as I wrote down, and so that's what JOI is. It jerk off instruction or jack off instruction? Is that
Whichever one you want it to
Yeah.
be.
yeah? So that's that. It's like, oh, okay, weird, okay. But then she's like, stroke your cock and all, or whatever else. But then in between that, the encouraging bit was that she'd be like, even though you don't think so, you make the world a better place just by being here. And I was like,
Whoa!
Oh my
excuse
God.
me? And then she said like, it was like she was looking at me. She's like, and this sometimes she'd mix them a little bit, but she's like, I know you don't think your dick is very nice, but I do, just because it's on you. And I was like, well, thanks.
Well, thanks, lady.
Thanks, ma'am.
But like, and it was like a 15 or 16 minute video, and it was I'm like, I was crying because I'm like, this lady's so nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's saying all the things.
I think we found Terry's new kink.
I think so. She's being nice to me. Like, yeah. Apparently, I really enjoy it when people are decent. Who would have thought? So yeah, that shit got
He
to me.
gets off to
And-
crying during sex, and the only way that you can make him cry isn't by being degrading, it's by being nice to him.
You're gonna be nice to him.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't see that as an option on the BDSM thing.
I didn't either. Yeah, because if that was an option, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's a good. I like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
The exact what is it when you want to be degraded? Is that
Degraded, probably.
My face hurts.
anyway?
Now I can just imagine like you're having the sexy times with a girl, right?
Uh-huh.
And everything's going great. She's talking dirty, but it's like a supportive talking dirty.
Oh, yeah,
So she's like, "Oh yeah, you feel so great," and then you're like, "Oh, thank you," and you start crying.
Yeah, that's exactly
Oh
what would happen.
God.
Because like again, then I watched another video of hers a couple of days later. So when is it? I don't know the timeline. Now I'm kind of
The cinematic timeline
What's
of
the
Jerry's
cinematic-
jerking off.
between the two Wednesdays. I don't know exactly when. Time's a blur. And I watched another one of her videos, and it wasn't quite as encouraging because I think it was an older video, so she just wasn't as experienced.
She
yet.
wasn't as wholesome and
But
experienced.
It was still nice, and I think I couldn't find them because I don't know how Pornhub's interface works. But she said she had a playlist of other just encouraging shit. So I don't know. I'll have to find that at some point. If anyone's curious, of course I remember her username. It was Teeny Ginger, TEENY Ginger. I hope you can spell ginger.
Ideally, you could.
Yeah. And she also has just like other other actual like normal pornography. It's all as far as I know, it's all solo shit. But yeah, and then aftercare bit, because afterwards I was just sitting there in my shame and my misery, and then
Catholic guilt.
but it didn't end. She still was like talking nice and shit, and I was like, fuck, dude, thanks.
You're covered in your semen and tears.
Covered in tears and splooge.
Bust a fat nut. And I'm just crying. That was
Put it into a Ziploc bag and started drinking it.
No, not
No,
that.
I didn't do that.
But but I definitely needed more tissues than usual. Kind of had to wipe both ends.
Both eyes.
Both eyes.
Both eyes.
All three eyes.
Oh God.
So that was fun. Third bit, big news in this not therapy segment, and this is I think the biggest news, I think, but it's a weird one. After reading,
It's a doozy.
reading that thing, it's not a doozy, no. After reading that thing and crying, and then crying again later, and well, no, but I made that decision that night. It's like I made the decision to live, and it's a really weird and difficult decision to make because it's like I was pretty certain that I was gonna get going sometime this summer, or at the very least sometime later this year, like July or August or something, I don't know. And like I remember, when I had my meeting with my advisor a few weeks ago for registering for classes for the fall, I was like, I'll register, but I'm not gonna be there,
You know any gun shops nearby here, by the way, before? I'm sorry.
I know where a few are.
Oh no.
I'm not, but listen, it's fine. I'm not gonna kill myself now.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's weird though because I still very much want to die. I'm just like not even like actively fighting it. I'm just like I'll be like, I want to die. Too bad I can't, type of thing.
Too bad.
Sucks.
Yeah, so it's like, technically still suicidal, but it's just like I don't know, what am I gonna fucking do?
Which is better.
And yeah, it's better. It's just it's a really weird
Situation.
to in your head just to have those two conflicting thoughts. So even after that night when I fucking cried like a baby. Not a baby. A baby would have been a lot more sobbing. I was just sad.
Yeah, and like
No, except the first time it wasn't even sad. Actually, neither time we were especially sad. The first time was straight up just happy crying.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, that's straight up what it was. The second time was just kind of like it wasn't sad. It was just like emotional because it's like I was reading something that I was just like I related to so much that I couldn't help it. So that night, it was the first time, at least as far as I can remember, where I really felt like true deep in my soul that someone gave a shit about me, and I think that was a big part of it as well. And it's like, and I remember mentioning that to someone else the other day when I was playing GTA with them, and he's like, oh wow, cool, thanks. I'm like, yeah, it's different. And he's like, yeah, I know. But me being me, a few days later I was like, oh no, that's not what was going on that night. She didn't give a shit. She was just being nice to me because she's a decent person. Really what was going on is that I was being whiny and needy and a baby and all this shit and yeah, and I I I wrote it down because I knew I'd feel like this. Not so unlike right now. And like, yeah, she said all these things out of a sense of obligation because she didn't want to have a guilty conscience when I die. And that's that's a shitty thing for me to think, because it's like my brain is like, no, listen, these people, they're not actually nice. Their actions are hollow. They couldn't possibly be saying these things because they're good people. No, don't be stupid. It's like it's shitting on me, but also shitting on you, and it's like, what the fuck? No, stop doing that. But my brain's like, fucking make me. Bet you if you put a bullet in me, I'll stop.
Like I said earlier, your depression is just trying to fucking make you do the dirty work.
Yeah, it is.
If your depression listen, depression should have to do the dirty work itself. Fucking shut my organs down, bro. Don't make me do it.
Yeah, kill me yourself, pussy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, it all makes sense. So why I thought that, it's just like I don't allow myself. I don't allow myself to believe it's what I was saying earlier. I don't believe I'm worthy of people being decent to me. So that's all. My brain's like, yeah, no, that's not what's going on. But yeah, for the first like 2-3 days and nights after that, it was all right. After the initial bit, it was like a couple. There's that brief little window where I'm like, I mean, the shit was still weird in my head, but I was like, yeah, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna die. So I think I love. Oh my god.
Is
what
your
are they doing?
room just like a revolving door today? Jesus Christ!
Mm-hmm.
It's like the 5th time it's
My
happened.
mom was saying good night, and she loves me. I'm sorry.
Why don't you fucking brag about it? Not your parents love
Yeah,
you. Jesus.
God.
I love you. Good night. I
Wow.
love both of you.
Good night. No, we're not done.
I love you, Terry.
Good
and I love
night.
you,
Love you.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, disconnect.
Where was I? Oh, I love writing metaphors for how my brain's working. I have this one I never used about a mine shaft that I really like, and I have one about a lawnmower now. That night when I cried, that was like, it's like I've had this lawnmower for a long time. The lawnmower that is my brain. And for a long time, just fucking yanking on that rope or whatever, trying to get to
Yanking
start.
the rope.
Yanking
Another
on the rope.
great euphemism.
I'm yanking rope as hard as I can.
Blasted it
Yanking
everywhere.
This is gonna get way worse. You probably regret making that comparison.
Oh no.
yanking the rope.
rope
And
in Terry's mind.
well, because here's the weird thing. Because then like it didn't work for me. Couldn't get the engine even to go. Bah, 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 But then Maya came and yanked my rope.
Oh no!
See, that's why I wish you wouldn't have made that comparison.
I yanked your rope, dude. I blasted your rope.
No! Oh, I am going to quit. Saying
Quit your job so you can do this all the time?
I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
quit. I'm just gonna sit here in
I'll
silence.
say cord instead. So finally, this metaphorical lawnmower, for once in I don't know how long, it goes, and it was like, holy shit. And you got that little start. Obviously still not fully started yet. Still can't mow the lawn. But
The lawn
fucking,
that is depression.
yeah, exactly. And
Oh god, the grass is everywhere. It's like a jungle in here.
oh yeah, well yeah, it's fucking. And before though, gave up. Figured that the engine would never start. But then the conversation from last week, it was like, oh, all of a sudden, yeah, no. It's like, oh, there's still some gas in the engine. Shit can, I don't know, fucking continue or
There's
something.
a
I
light
don't know.
At the end of the tunnel.
Maybe. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, it's like, I mean, imagine in real life, you're trying to start a lawnmower for like a decade. I mean, that would get tired. So it's a good metaphor because it's like, yeah,
It's a good
sometimes it is
metaphor.
nice to have somebody come in and be like, listen, buddy, I'll help. Yeah. And then the hard thing though is for me to be like, because as I mentioned, and probably the worst therapy, the one where you cried, Maya. It's like I'm so fucking tired and sick of trying, and so it's like what I do need somebody just to like fully start it for me, and I'm like I can't ask that of anybody though.
Listen,
I'll pull
Terry,
your rope.
I'll yank your rope anytime.
I will yank your rope anytime you need me to, bud. Show me where to grab.
I'll yank, dude.
Boy, howdy. Another part of
I
it.
will say nice things.
Another-
and yank your rope.
Another part of my brain. I really related to this post I saw on Reddit about mistakes and forgiveness, and I'm just moving on. By the way, I don't even.
Good call. Good call.
What was interesting about this Reddit post that I saw was that if somebody had put into words like a really a thought that I'd had that was kind of just like a discombobulated idea in my head. A big thing for me is I'm generally willing, unless you do something really shitty, especially for an extended period of time, I'm generally forgiving, or I just don't give enough of a shit to even have any issue to start with. At least these days. I mean, a year ago, it's a different story, but I'm really, I'm trying to be a decent person these days. So, I try to be accepting of flaws and whatnot, but I'm very much of the mindset that I'm not allowed to make mistakes or fucking, I can't have flaws. And so any flaw I do have, well, it's the end of the world. It's the worst fucking thing. That's why that explains all of my issues, everything. Oh, it all makes sense. And there was one quote specifically that was like, oh, yeah, really, I get that. So he said, unfortunately, I don't feel like I'm allowed to make mistakes. When I experience pain, betrayal, abandonment, apathy of my emotional distress, I pretty quickly forgive, mostly without the other person needing to ask for it. And so it's like, yeah, I know what I mean. I know what he means. Like, yeah, the other person, yeah, whatever, you're good. Don't worry about it. But for me, I'm like, oh, well, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm done. I'm out of there. They hate me now. And I don't even know why I think that. They hate me because I don't think anyone's hated me in a long time. I don't know.
No, not that I know of.
But I don't think so. And then yet my brain's like, everyone hates you. And then every once in a while, my brain will be like, all right, fine, you're right. Nobody hates you. I'm like, oh, thanks. And I was like, yeah, because nobody cares about you at all. I'm like, fuck, stop. You overshot it.
Too far.
Back it up.
But yeah, this really speaks to a fear I've had for a really long time. So imagine I'm in a romantic relationship. It's of course, somebody likes me back after 20 years or whatever. I'm not hopeful about it, but like whatever. Maybe it'll happen one day. By the way, don't mention that because it's like, oh, poor me, whatever. Like it's because it's ingrained in that fear because it's like, oh, it takes if it ever even happens, it's taken so long to get to that point, and then it's like I have trouble having friends stick around. It seems like so to have somebody like more than a friend stick around, it's like holy fuck. But then I just assume constantly that everyone's always looking for a way out. They're like, all right, well I'll stay here until he makes one mistake and then I'm fucking gone.
Audi 5000.
Yeah, and so then this is the situation I've imagined for forever now is where we get some sort of a tiff about something. Could even the most mundane shit. It could be like arguing about what we want to eat, or something dumb. And I'm like, if things get even a teensy bit heated, that person will immediately decide that they're gonna leave me for or whatever, because now they finally have that good reason. I've made I've made a small mistake or even a big one, and I don't know. And they're like, yep, good, finally I can leave. It's annoying, let me tell you. Being in my brain's annoying.
You should get rid of it.
Get a new one.
So going back, what I said a second ago, I'm trying to be a decent person these days, but like my brain's like, but if you're not good enough, and you never will be, people are just gonna leave. Is that fun?
I mean, we haven't left, so you're doing something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't left for what, 2 years now? Almost 3 years
Almost
now?
2 years.
Yeah.
And I went from not really liking you.
Yeah, well that
you.
makes my fear even worse then, because it's like, oh god, I'm really buying my time here now. Like
You threw it in
any
reverse.
second. Oh,
No.
Back that ass up.
it's weird. And again, I think I mentioned it earlier. I mentioned it now. There's no evidence to support this.
We're not going anywhere. We're all the only ones that matter. So
Ooh,
Kit
okay.
will go somewhere. Kit's gone.
Well,
Yeah.
Kit's already
oh,
abandoned
I
us.
forgot. Real quick. I have a note about Kit I wanted to bring up.
Let's just drop a deuce on Kit for never being here.
Because here's the deal with Kit. I'm gonna compare him. Again, I love metaphors. I'm gonna compare him to a piece of cake, right? You can't have cake all the time. It's not good for you, right?
That's
And he's
true.
a snack.
That's a good point.
And he's a definite snack. And you get, it becomes not too much, but it's just like it's not as good anymore. Because like, oh, you have cake all the fucking time, but you don't have cake for a long time. All of a sudden, cake comes back. Oh fuck, this cake is great.
Cake!
I love cake.
Not wrong.
It doesn't matter how much you love cake to start with. If you don't have it for a while, you'll love it more when it comes back.
We're all like cereal because you can have it pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Well, all right, once a week. Once a week is like other people can have us like once a week.
Yeah.
We can have each other probably every single day.
Yeah. And if you drown us in milk, it's even better.
Yeah.
Cover me in milk. Trust me, I'm
Yeah.
much better.
Cover me in milk and bananas.
I'm not with you on the banana bit.
I don't know why this reminded me of this. Well, it's not really a segue away. It's just like a short story I was gonna tell. If we're just
Feel free.
gonna step away from being sad for now. So I was I saw my hot wife yesterday.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, what?
The person I want to be my hot wife because I was sitting in traffic coming home from work, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and there was this just babe behind me. Hot girl. Absolute
gorge
babe.
beauty.
Gorge. 10 out of 10. And I'm just like, oh shit, look at that. Sweet. And just out of nowhere, this chick pulls up this massive donut and just takes a chomp out of it.
That is your wife. Holy shit.
And I was like, oh my god.
Oh my
You're in
God.
love.
I'm just gonna throw this in the park, get out and be like, hey, what's up?
You
my
want to go on a
God.
date sometime to a donut shop?
And that was my story of meeting my hot wife. I'll probably never see this woman again.
I hope you
and I'll
fucking
die
do.
alone.
Yeah, that was your soulmate.
Oh,
Holy
absolutely.
shit.
If I see this woman again, it's absolutely gonna be like, all right, you and me.
Hey, I saw you in traffic once eat a donut, and I fell in love immediately.
Go on a date with me, please. I'm begging you.
We could eat all the donuts in traffic.
Seriously, there was a moment there where it was like, literally, it was a solid 30 seconds we were sitting there, and I was just being fucking weird because I'm a creep.
Just staring at her.
No, I was just like, whatever. And she just out of nowhere, seemingly just pulled this donut up, and she was like, I was like, well, now I gotta marry this woman.
Kinda, yeah.
I think I've only had one case of like I have to marry this person like right now, and it's because I think I've told this story before, but we were crazy busy in the store, and the center store guy stopped what he was doing in the middle of what he was doing. He was carrying like a U-boat that had a ton of water cases on it, right? Dropped it and was like, he went up to a shift leader and he's like, "Do you guys need help bagging?" And the shift leader was like, "No." And I was like, I want to marry this dude, man. He's so kind to us. I haven't seen him in months. I think he like moved to another store or got fired or quit or I don't know.
He got fired for not doing his job.
Yeah. Just kept dropping water all over the place.
Parking water in the middle of the store to go do other stuff. He got fired.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Terry, where's your hot wife?
I don't think she's out there. I don't know.
Aww.
Oh boy, what time is it? Was that my almost cry for the hour? I think it was. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Dude, what if you fucking made Terry cry because you made him think he's not gonna get a hot wife?
we gotta move on. I could feel it.
Okay,
Hard-
great.
Cause yeah,
Shazam.
it's a definite worry. I can't even talk about it. I really can't.
Okay.
I don't like thinking about dying alone and all that. Especially because
You're not gonna die alone, Terry.
if I'm gonna be living now, it's like and alone this whole time. Like that's fucking tough. I don't know if I don't think I'm equipped for that. So yeah. So all the shit I was talking about way before. I don't remember if you guys even remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I don't remember.
Metaphors, jerking it.
Oh,
Jerking it? We're talking about Kit?
No, it's the romantic situation thing. Like, if I make one slight mistake, then they're going to leave me.
Yeah.
And I think, that's why I fucking cried that one night. Because it's like, I have all these thoughts in my head for so long. And then, and I'm constantly reminding myself about how fucking worthless I am and all that shit. And then someone that I really care about says, so like, no, like, that's not fucking true. And like, for the one time really, truly believing it, it's like, no, of course I cried, obviously, it was nice to feel nice for a second, even though, again, my brain's like, nah, we're not doing that anymore. Thanks. It's so fucking stupid. Okay, why does the brain even have that ability to be like, let's die?
What part of natural preservation
right, yeah,
does the big sad come from?
It doesn't make any sense.
And I think it's a lack of the right things for natural preservation. It's because you don't have enough serotonin.
But like it really fucks with
sleep
people though.
thing?
Like it ruins. Like it's probably ruined the last 10 years of my life. Who knows where I'd be if I could function like a human?
Maybe we'd have 50 subscribers.
Maybe in Wisconsin.
I said if I could function like a human, not like an alcoholic. Hey, fuck you, Wisconsin.
Yeah, fuck you and your cheese.
I don't like
I
Wisconsin.
don't know anything about Wisconsin, but you know what?
Well, you know what?
Fuck 'em.
They're trash. It's a trash state. It's like if you took just a literal pile of garbage and made it into a state. That's what Wisconsin
I feel
is.
the same way about Georgia.
Yeah, we in Maine feel the same way about fucking New Hampshire. And Vermont, actually. We fucking hate New Hampshire and Vermont.
Yeah, well, you
Fuck
know what?
both
I
of
feel
them.
the
I'll
same
agree
way
with that.
about y'all.
Fuck Vermont.
Fuck Vermont,
What
dude.
good are you anyway? Everyone forgets about you in New Hampshire. It's like, oh yeah, those little fucking states right up there.
Weird dingle dangle
Dude, they're
states.
69ing! Oh, my brain exploded. I just realized Vermont and fucking New Hampshire are 69ing. Because they're basically the same state, but like one's
Why
flipped
isn't
upside
that
down.
just one big old garbage pile of a state?
New Vermont.
New Vermont. Wow. Oof. Wow, boy howdy, I just had a stroke. Whew. Anyway.
So, to conclude the major part of that, there's still a little more, but it's not nearly as dark. Well, maybe it is actually, I don't know. I think it's funny, but it's also a little dark. Anyway, so to conclude the big bit though. Obviously, so if I'm going to be sticking around, definitely got to work on the fact that I cannot accept the knowledge that anyone gives a fuck about me. And also, like, the idea that being decent to yourself isn't gross. It isn't selfish. Like I have a really hard time differentiating with myself what would be like having like a big ego and being like an asshole.
Yeah.
And just being not horrible to yourself. And so if I can fucking figure that shit out, I don't know. I would imagine it'd be nicer. It's just, yeah. It's weird though to try and accept a thing that you've been telling yourself for such a long time that you don't need that. You don't need to have any, you don't need anyone. You don't need anything. You can lie to yourself all you want about, well, because I don't think it's lying. It's like I can tell myself all these horrible things because, yeah, it's just like, whatever, fuck it. And, yeah, you do that kind of thing for such a long time, it just kind of becomes the way you think.
Oh, boy.
I feel like I swallowed a peanut.
One of my jacket peanuts.
I don't know what happened. That was seriously, like, you know when... Like the little paper on the peanut.
Oh, okay. Now
it was like it felt like one of those going down my throat. Oh my god.
Terry's dying live on air.
But for a split second there, that's what it sounded like, and I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I thought, oh boy, this is a weird topic for this all to be coming up on.
Man, we get so many views if I died.
We wouldn't, because nobody would fucking upload it, because you have all the
It's
stuff.
on Twitch. It would just.
But we don't have control over the Twitch.
I do.
Oh.
Don't worry, Terry. If you
now.
die live, I will absolutely capitalize on it.
Oh yeah, you fucking better. If I can't get you a job with my death, then I am truly worthless. That's what I think. If I can't make GoBicker work in my passing, then fucking what good was my entire life then?
Oh god, what if it is like one of those, oh, the artist's work gets really popular after they fucking die.
You fucking...
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it hit my left boob, and then I went and picked it up, and I hit my right boob, and I was like, ah!
Boom, 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 boom.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta stop messing with
Yes,
the stand
you do.
that it's
You
on.
very much do.
You need to get
also
a boomer.
Also, hey, listen. Oh my god, you need to stop too. Christopher, stop touching it. Fuck.
Sorry, I have a hard time not touching it. My chair don't make noise
blast
no
it all the
more.
time.
Look at that.
Whoa, holy shit. That's amazing.
It's actually fixed.
I
I
love
didn't
that.
just fake that in Snapchat.
I'm proud of you. Thank you for
It
doing
took like
that.
half a can of WD-40 to get it silent.
I believe
but
that,
it's
yeah.
Silent.
It was really loud before.
It smelled like WD-40 in this room for like 3 days. This is the first day I haven't actually been able to smell it because I wasn't smart enough to take it outside when I sprayed it down. I just flipped the chair upside down. I was like, all right, buddy, you and me.
You're like, you're done with it.
Well, there was one day I was
Flip over. Get
I was
ready.
doing something. I didn't have my headphones on. I was looking at something on my phone, and I just went. I'm like, you know what? That's enough. I got up.
That's it.
I got up. I drove to Ace Hardware. I bought a single can of WD-40. I came home, and it was just like a Western showdown. I was like, all right. And I sprayed it down. I doused it several times.
Good.
Because the first snap I sent, you could still hear a little squeak. It wasn't like loud. It would have picked up on the microphone. It wasn't loud. So like one more can. I'll do it.
One more go around.
Man.
Is that the sound that a spray can makes?
Yeah,
It was like
they all sound like
Yeah,
duct
that.
tape getting ripped off. Something. Yeah.
Can I just say that is my favorite fucking
ASMR
sound on the
for
planet?
you.
I love the sound of duct tape being ripped off of the thing. Also, just the sound of
do
duct
that.
tape being ripped off of anything.
that would be.
Do it. It'll be fucking funny
Pull off
though.
and your mustache is gone.
Whoops.
Whoops, I guess I'm Amish.
Here's your episode title.
No, the episode title is Big News. I already decided.
Big news.
Because it's 3 items of
No
big
more
news
moves.
that I feel like are, people should listen to for some reason or another.
Yeah, big
Even though,
news.
even though 2 of the
It's
big
news
news things was that I'm still sad but not deadly. to
Terry's
myself.
sad, but he's sad in a good way.
I don't know.
So wait, you guys don't have the same thing? I thought most people really enjoyed the sound of duct tape.
That's not like
No, I enjoy the
where-
sound of duct
Oh,
tape.
okay.
I don't like get off to it, but I do
Yeah.
enjoy
I didn't say I get off to it. I said it's one of my favorite
I
sounds.
heard the dripping. No, hold on. I don't like that joke.
That is the second day in a row somebody made a joke that I was soaking wet. Somebody fucking yesterday, one of my friends
Hard.
said that
Ooh.
whenever, remember the thing that you joined in, Terry? You said a joke that one of my friends made about me and a teacher of mine because I mentioned that he looks more attractive with a beard. Didn't say he was attractive. I just said he's more attractive with a beard. Fucking yesterday, my friend was like, well, I don't know. He was saying something like, oh, whenever Maya walks into that fucking class, she's gonna wring out her panties. And I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, it's funny.
I will admit, I don't know why. Any other way of describing that is fine, except dripping. That
Yeah,
makes me
yeah, that was
uncomfortable.
just like-
Whenever someone's like, you're dripping, it's like, "Ew."
Oh, I don't know.
Turn the spigot off. Then I mean,
What does that mean? Oh.
Yeah. The weird part about deciding to live is that medical issues that I have previously ignored are now a little bit more
pressing.
pressing. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So last weekend, this past weekend that just passed, Easter weekend, if just a date when this episode is coming out on YouTube and everything, I took a monster shit. It was really just intense. And a little while later, my ass kind of just felt off, and I was like, oh my god.
I hate
So
when that happens.
I went back to wipe again just to, because I'm like, well, I don't want to be sitting in my own literal actual shit. Except it wasn't shit.
Kidding.
It was
There's
blood.
blood. Yeah.
Terry!
Listen, I was a fool to doubt myself. Of course I wiped well enough. I'm not a monster. I'm not a wildebeest. I know how to wipe my ass. But there was blood, yeah. And
Was it how much blood are we talking here?
well, that time it was just a little bit.
That time.
But then the next day after, I don't know when exactly, very soon after, I shat again. Shitted.
Shat.
I shitted.
Shat.
And
I shitted and
shitted and farted and
into my pants.
I shitted.
Can you please clip that?
And when I started wiping, it was only blood. And then when I got up, I noticed that the bowl was kind of red.
Oh no.
And I think I just shit blood. And it's like, okay, well,
I was gonna be like, listen, I think you have hemorrhoids. And then I was
I
like,
have
oh, this
hemorrhoids.
I have hemorrhoids.
actually, Megan, I can't sit anywhere. I've got
I have
internal
hemorrhoid.
bleeding.
No, oh, no.
hemorrhoids.
But here's the thing. That's the one thing that makes me not go to the doctor right now is it's not internal bleeding. Because I looked it up. If it's dark and kind of almost
Coffee
clumped up, like it
groundish?
was like it was kind of coagulating, then it's internal bleeding. This I think is just I probably got a torn up butthole. Is probably what it is.
Good old fashioned rectal bleeding.
Yeah,
Good old fashioned hemorrhoids.
maybe.
Actually,
I don't know. So
I can't sit
it's just, but it's like before
Hemorrhoids.
I'd be like, oh, there's blood. Oh well. But now I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, there's blood. I mean, I'm not against dying, but I've made the decision not to actively die. So what do you do? So that's been a fun little thing to deal with, balance in my head. 'Cause it's like, yeah, it's mystery blood, and you're like, that could be a problem, but you're not totally against it. So
Yeah, I've still got that ongoing issue where for some reason I have been shitting so much.
yeah, oh yeah.
Still several times a day.
I'm not quite there
at
yet, but-
minimum 3.
I'm at 2 times a day for the last few days. I don't know what the deal is. I think it's because I ate really shitty over the weekend because of Easter and everything. So I had cookies and pies and things.
Wait, you shit 3 times a day, Chris? Can we go back to that? That's a lot.
No, let's not go back to it because we've gone over this so many times.
Okay.
We've talked about my butt problems.
Can we
a
at least
lot.
know what the number's up to now?
Oh, yeah.
Stand by. I'm glad this is a regular thing now. 178.
Woo-wee.
So we're what, 4 months in? We're about to crest the 200 mark. I am dying.
Yeah, you are.
Like,
I have been getting a lot of random chest pains lately too.
Oh boy.
This is the end.
Go see a doctor. Jesus fuck. You know, but do you think it's... Well, no, wait. Because I was going to say, I think it's stress from work, but you've been kind of like... It's been easier the last few weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been pretty chill. It's been back to 40-hour weeks, but yeah, I don't know what it is. It's been worse since I stopped being stressed. Maybe that's the thing. My body's so used to the stress.
Oh, yeah. It's like, wait, what are you doing? You're just sitting here, and you're like, yeah.
What? Yeah.
Time to shit.
What? Yeah. you're not shitting and you're not working. So I guess this is just it. So
Are
I'm just
we
gonna
done
kill
then?
you.
It just like...
It's
Start
over.
squeezing
This is the
your heart.
end? Okay.
You're like, oh, no,
Well,
we're
it's
not
like-
done. Hold on.
It's like earlier today when I got home from work, I was taking a little nappy nap where they're on the bed, and all of a sudden I just got like a sharp stabbing pain in my chest, and I was just like, oh.
Oh, you know what I get sometimes? I get like a cramp or something in the shoulder, but it feels like somebody's coming up and just grabbing me as hard as they can, and like a full like tense up, and it's really uncomfortable. I don't know what to do with that is.
You both need to see doctors.
No,
I'm scared to at this point
We're
because
men. We don't need to see doctors. We
also
need to
that.
die an early death because we're pussies.
Absolutely, very stubborn. Probably gonna die before I'm 30.
I have noticed I've been getting older because I used to be like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Like, Dad, why can't you sit at a certain angle and talk to me? Like, what do you mean your neck hurts when it's bent in a specific way? I literally cannot sit directly next to Madeline at lunch and turn my head like this because it fucking hurts my neck. So I have to sit across from her so I can just stare straight on. That, like, the human body shouldn't work like that.
Oh,
It shouldn't hurt my
It's
neck to
garbage.
look in one way for a while.
Yeah.
The body is garbage. I laid down on like a crawler thing for working on cars for like good 20 minutes last week. I stood up and I was out of commission for about 4 days. My back hurt so bad. There was a day literally I could not get out of bed.
Yeah, no, my
was just
dad
on my-
had to take a week off of work a couple weeks ago because his back was in so much pain. He was bedridden
Oh, yeah.
for days
Oh, yeah.
because he just hurt. That was it. Like there was no
That's it.
there wasn't even a
It's just
cause. It was
age.
just like
Backs,
now your back's gonna fucking
your back
immobilize you.
sucks. I remember one time, I might talk about it on the podcast, but like a year ago, I was standing in the kitchen talking to my mom. My dad said something, so I turned around real quick and see what he said, and I just hit the floor. Like my whole back was just like, nope. I just fell down and couldn't move. And there was another week where I barely did anything. Like even at work, because I did not go to work because I want to get paid. I was just like slumping around, shuffling around everywhere, not lifting anything. But yeah, I was just like, whoop, boom.
You know that Vine
Christ.
where the kid's at a concert and he's dancing and at the very end he like goes like this and he falls back.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what I imagine.
That's what Chris did.
That's pretty much what it was. And my mom was like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'd like to go lay down in the recliner now.
I'd like to go lay down.
What really got me was like a buddy of mine, a good friend of mine, a pal. It was last year. It was like November. He was having chest pains. And his mom was like, you need to go to the doctor. And it kept getting progressively worse until one day his mom's like, okay, you're going to the doctor, whether you want to or not. And he had a fucking hole in his lung. And the doctor was like, yeah, if you'd have sat on this a couple more weeks, you'd have died, bud. So now I'm always like,
Some people have such good luck.
idea.
God damn.
Yeah, because he was literally like, he called me one night. He's like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, I'm just sitting here working on whatever. And he's like, oh, hey, cool. I'm in a hospital right now. And I'm like, but what? It's like, I got a hole in my lung. It's the size of a $50. I'm like,
Oh my god.
okay. So yeah, they never figured out what caused it. They just put him on a bunch of antibiotics. He's alive now. They say it's gone away.
Hole in your
But
heart
that's like-
in your lung. You're that big?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Holy
a big old hole. It's a
shit,
big
that's a
old lung.
huge hole.
And he's alive now, luckily.
Is Maya dead?
What?
Is Maya dead?
I don't know if she's just really shocked or dead.
Really shocked and very still. Oh, there she is.
Ignore. The
Hello?
Maya?
Hello?
Yeah? Hello? Alright.
What?
Don't know what just happened, but
Your internet, I'm assuming.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So my computer, your internet, now Chris will just actually die.
I am getting some chest pains, and I'm not sure if it's heartburn from dinner
Oh my god.
or the end time.
That's the other thing. Over the last few days, in addition to shitting more than usual and shitting blood and all that, I've also had way worse heartburn. So I'm thinking this is all have to do with poor diet. It's just uncomfortable to exist, you know?
Yeah, it really is.
On Monday, I saw this girl I went to high school with at the current school, the college now, and somebody who like I had band with, and I always thought it was really nice, and like we never were like friends, but we were always friendly. So like I kind of quick glance. I think we made eye contact. I looked her in her eyes. She looked in my direction. I don't know if she saw me, but then I just, as I tend to do, I did some internet stalking, and now that I have an Instagram, that's where I went. And yeah, so I'm like, oh, so what is she up to? Is she single? And surprisingly, she is. I think, unless she's the one person, the one white, well, I would say white girl. She's Mexican, or some sort of Latin. I'm not sure. Anyway, looking at her Instagram and everything, scrolling through, and I saw her posing with somebody else. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. It looks like my sister. And I clicked on it. Yeah, and it was my sister. She had a picture on her Instagram with my sister, and I was like, that's weird.
Oh, it's
That's
video.
not kosher.
It's just like wonder how they. And then then I kind of thought about it. I'm like, oh wait, no, I knew that they knew each other because my sister is on the dance team. This girl was on the dance team when she was in high school. I'm like, oh, that's how I would assume that's how they know each other. But either way, it was kind of recent. So I'm like, I wonder why they were hanging out. So anyway, so to conclude, not therapy. The segment I labeled the big news. What's funny about all of the shit I said is that's me feeling better. Like,
Well, I'm glad.
That's good.
It does seem surprisingly lighthearted.
did it?
I mean, more so than the last few.
Yeah, I guess no. That's a good point.
If you can't see that, it's a picture of me frozen with fucking Chris writing "You dead" under it.
You did.
It looked like I just fucking had a brain blast from Jimmy Neutron.
Yesterday the picture I sent in our chat of Mayu like blurred and like making some sort of a face.
Yeah.
I was laughing so fucking hard when I found
spotted.
that because it was just like when the thing I said when I
Cryptid
to myself
spotted.
when I saw it was that it was like a hard nut.
Hard nut.
Like a fucking like kind of nut,
It would
It's
make that sound.
on the
Yeah.
ceiling.
You know what's weird too? Despite all the shit I just said, the fact that again, at least once an hour, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I've had an all right day today.
That's good.
Well, I'm happy.
I'm happy. I'm proud too.
I'm not happy.
Because I
proud
know it
of you,
takes a lot.
Terry.
It takes a lot of mental effort, and I'm proud that you were able to have a good day.
Thanks. 'Cause yeah, it's exhausting.
You deserve a good day. I gotta stop because you will cry again, and I don't want it to happen again. Okay. And I hope you have a lot more in the future.
I hope you have a lot of good days.
I think
lot.
Saturday might be good because I'm going to go see Endgame with the two friends.
Ooh, that's fun.
And then we're gonna go out to eat afterwards.
Ooh.
Oh,
Go-
I'm excited
go
for
enjoy
you.
your Saturday.
I'm really
Tell us
excited
how it
too.
goes.
Like it's weird.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
It's really weird to like I don't know the last time I looked forward to the future too. Like that's a big thing, cause like it's more like yeah, that thing's gonna happen at that point, and this thing is then. But now I'm like, oh, I'm
Can't wait
excited.
for
I'm
Saturday.
excited for Saturday.
Yeah.
I
One
do
step
gotta
at a
say,
time.
I'm very happy that you're feeling less sad. I don't know if better is the way to put it.
Well, that's the
but
weird
I
thing
am.
about it too. It's like it's not like it's just there's all the shit I've mentioned in every episode of therapy, including this episode of not therapy, because I ended that segment. Remember? But it's also like then in addition to that, there is oh yeah, Saturday's probably going to be fun. Except I'm probably if this last week's anything to go off of, and
You're gonna
Endgame.
cry like a fucking
Yeah.
baby, dude.
Iron Man, no!
Oh yeah.
Because he's fucking dead. Oh, he's so dead. That boy's gonna
so
die.
dead.
Yeah, he's got the gray hair and everything in the trailers.
Oh yeah. Well, and
He's
also
gonna be.
he's been there since the beginning. So
Yeah.
it's been so long.
It's the end.
He's
game.
gone. It's
GM.
Endgame for Iron Man.
Everybody's dead. Except Ant-Man gonna go up Thanos' asshole.
I think everybody's gonna be dead, or everybody's gonna be alive except for Cap and Iron Man. I think they're both gonna die.
I think everybody's gonna die.
No, I think Cap retires.
Other
That's what I think.
50%.
That's true. That would be nicer if Cap retires. It would be nice if both of them retired. That would be amazing. But everybody knows Cap can't, or Iron Man can't retire.
Nope, that's the thing. He can't retire. It wouldn't end his arc right. He has to die.
His reactor arc.
Not really, but kind of.
You know, it was like a secret genius move for us to come up with the name of a show that we can always say constantly. Like,
Absolutely.
Like, you can't say the H3 podcast as a joke constantly. You can't say
How
your
you feeling
mom's
today?
house
The
constantly.
H3 podcast.
You
Crusty
can't say,
Pickle Grandmas.
You can't say Crusty
I'm
Pickle
feeling
Grandmas.
Crusty
You
Pickle
can't say your
Grandmas.
mom's house. You can't say the
Such a
Joe Rogan
horrible
experience.
name for a show.
You can't say any of this shit. But you can't
Maybe
say
That's
you
true,
can't
'cause
say
whenever-
Joe Rogan experience.
Whenever people do say not really, I always think in my head, but kinda.
I
Constantly.
say it. I
Yeah.
absolutely use that phrase all the time outside of this dumb thing that we do
Yeah.
every day of my life, and I hate it because I'm afraid somebody's gonna find it.
Did I tell you guys about how sometimes at work, people will be like, not really, and in my head I'll be like, but kinda. One of the hardest fucking things for me is when a customer will say, you know, it's really hit or miss, and I have to refrain so hard from being like, I guess
bet
they
you
never miss, huh?
huh?
I do. It like hurts my soul to not scream. I guess they never miss, huh?
I
You've got a
love that
boyfriend. I
TikTok.
bet he doesn't kiss ya.
I love that
Mwah!
TikTok of that where they're just
Jesus
screaming
Christ.
it between like hundreds of feet apart apartment complexes.
And it's like it's a dead meme by now. It's like
Absolutely.
it's kind of funny, but it's not really funny anymore. And it's just like
It's
just
funny, but not really, but kinda.
But kinda. That's another thing. Whenever my brother, like, whenever I hear people say kinda funny, I don't even watch kinda funny, but I'm always like, like the people on YouTube.
That's a channel.
Kinda funny.
Yeah.
It's like it's a good branding to have a thing that's so often said.
Exactly.
Not really.
Secret genius.
But
Next podcast should be called Hey, how are ya? Hey, how are ya? Oh, that would be our introduction. It would be the fucking SpongeBob. Hi, how are ya?
what are we gonna do for the 100 episode special? Because that's
Wait,
coming up
whoa.
in like 2 years.
We got 50 before that.
What are we gonna do for the 50 episode special?
I don't know.
Let's start playing because we're in the 40s now.
Oh,
This is-
shit.
We're recording
What is
episode
this?
43 right now.
Oh
Fuck, dude.
For some reason, I thought we were further along. I thought this was more like 45.
If you didn't know, this is the livest and also just worst, but also kind of best. I should stop being negative. Positive energy and all that shit. Anyway, not really, but kinda. Remember, of course, you can get shit like this early. So early, in fact, you can be watching it live as we record it on twitch.tv/GoBicker. And if you miss that, and you just like, oh, fuck, I really wanted to see that, but I don't want to wait a few weeks until Terry edits it. Well, then that's when you go to patreon.com/GoBicker at even the $1 level where the video on demand will be until, well, it'll be there forever, but if you want to watch the episode before it's fully finished and out to public and all that, that's where you'd go for even $1. And then, of course, the whole thing with the $5 level, you can, join our like fan Discord or whatever. I don't know what you'd call it. It's a Discord that you can join. Remember, of course, also go to gobicker.com/shop where you can get things like stickers, t-shirts, mugs, and more. Where's that mug, Maya? Look at that. Like, just like that. Look at how good that looks. Wow.
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 I got a unhappy hour shirt somewhere. That's really good too.
Just the words just came out of you. They flowed out. No problem.
Flowed like
Shakespeare
molasses.
over here.
Oh yeah.
And also just like gobicker.com in general, because we can.
We put effort into it. We put effort into it. Terry put effort into it.
No, not the website. No, that was all Chris actually.
Oh, Chris put
I
effort
just
into it.
pay for it because I'm obviously the money bags here. And with that, we're gonna do the post show, which if you didn't catch it live, you just straight up missed it. So like that's another good reason to go to the Patreon. So anyway, that's it. See you next time. Subscribe to all the things. Goodbye.
Yeet.